Uh, well, and then again, the next match, Eric Young and Ace Austin. I remember Ace Austin from MLW. He's gained some weight, looks a lot better physically. This match did not grab me. Eric Young won with a nice pile driver. But then, this is kind of what I was watching for until I saw it. Here came Joe Hendry. Say his name and he will appear. The TNA champion. We were talking about this a few weeks ago. We've heard he gets all kinds of attention, publicity. We've heard all kinds of stuff about him. He's marketed himself in a wonderful way and got over to the point where they put the TNA title on him. And he's gotten interest from NXT. And the fans, out of anybody on the show, the fans were waving. They had the signs. They had more reaction, to him than anybody on the show. And they're chanting, "We believe, we believe." And I mentioned I hadn't seen any of him, heard any of him, whatever. So he's doing a promo. He's got the accent because he's British, but you can understand him. He's got a grown-up male voice. He doesn't scream at the top of his lungs like Jay White over and over, or he doesn't sound like, a British garbage disposal like Osprey, or unintelligible. He's got an accent, but you can understand him. He's got a grown-up voice. The people seem to take to him. He doesn't talk long. He says he'll put the title up against anyone from any company. And then the music interrupts, but it's not like recorded music. It's a guitar. And who walks out? It's fucking Elias. And now his name is Elijah. But he's not Elijah from Norcross, Georgia, that keeps asking the good questions about Nigerian wrestling. He's Elijah that used to be Elijah's before he was Ezekiel, before he was expelled. And he's still doing the same thing. He's got the guitar. And he comes out and he says he believes in Joe Hendry too. And he tells Joe, "You can trust me. I'm your friend. I want to sing you a song, your favorite song." And he's saying, "I say, you've got a friend in me." And I wrote, this is fucking horrible.
Oh, no, come on.
And it was about to get worse.
That's a great Randy Newman song.
Not the way he did it.
Oh, no.
But just, I will let you comment here because it's going to get worse. If people can believe that that is possible. But already, what the fuck is going on here, Brian? They say that, well, I'll ask you that. I heard Uncle Dave, making a gripe and a bitch because Tony shouldn't be hiring these ex-AE or the ex-WWE guys because it just looks like cast-offs. He got Lashley, a former world champion, and Shelton Benjamin, who hadn't been on a program in a while, and they're the biggest things in the company. This is what WWE cast-off looks like. That's the question.
I don't know exactly what the question was, but no, this is bad. This is the kind of thing you would see on WWE for a long time, that it seemed to entertain the person in charge more than it ever would the audience. Maybe there's some of the audience that was along for the ride here, but this did not make me want to see any more Joe Hendry. I already felt that way about Elias. I didn't even know he was there. But yeah, I did not like this at all.
Well, and then Kazarian interrupts. Because now I don't know whether Elias is a heel or not. Maybe there's problems with Elias and Hendry. But even though Elias said he was a friend, but Kazarian comes out and he hates both of them. And he's got a bass guitar. And he plays a little cucaracha so the fans can chant, "You suck." And then he sings the song El Paso with new words like as I saw the fat, sweaty girls in El Paso or whatever the fuck. And it just kept going. And then Joe Hendry said, "Well, I'd like the fans' opinion on that." Boo. And they tried to do some comedy. And then Joe Hendry told Frankie to get out, but Frankie told Joe Hendry and Elias they should fight each other, but then they started to beat him up together. But then Frankie shoved Elias at Joe Hendry, and they almost collided, which would have been certain doom, and they would have fought. But then fucking Frankie bailed, and Elias and Joe Hendry stared at each other, and then they turned around and cooperated in playing Sha-na-na-na, Hey, 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 Goodbye by that incredible group.
Yeah, it's
Sha-na-na.
It's not Sha-na-na-na. It's Na-na-na-na.
Yeah, no. No. He's on the other show too. This was rotten, and it went forever. And it was like bad sports entertainment. That's what either
developmental. I told you this felt like Bizarro NXT, but with veterans.
They've all got to either go for the fucking, the comedy club performance or the round-offs and cartwheels of the floor exercise. Nothing's different in wrestling anymore. Almost nothing is serious and different and eye-catching and not the same old pretend dreck, because everybody's got their tongue stuck in their cheek or head up their ass, one or the other.